Welcome back to ONIF TV. My people, don't be as if say this thing wey dey happen for this country. The thing dey sweet some people. I dey tell you. About the fact say some people dey cry say this economy hard. They talk say this regime say they never see this kind of regime before. One governor, Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi, he don't talk loud and clear. He don't talk say God. He call God 3 times. God say wetin you want. He tell God say God, we want someone like Buhari for 2023 again. We want someone who is so kind-hearted, where we say his heart so clear, so thin, we say in fact his heart is as clear as crystal. He dey pray to God say God, all the good things we say Buhari they do this time, say make the next president make him do am also exact the way we say Buhari they do am. Now so Governor Dave of Ebonyi State, now so him talk am. Me I can't dey wonder say it be like say not say because this thing, this insecurity where we masses they face, it never reach am. This economy where we say we dey shout, we say no reach am. Listen, our governor now we dey face, now we masses, now we dey face everything for this country. You gonna talk say may God give us someone like this people for 23. Hey, where we say all the DSS for this country, they know they obey law. Where we say people they die 247 for this country. So they pray say may God give us this kind of me. I know come see politicians say whenever we say that they chop better things, whether they chop presently, they will say they're going to do everything to defend that person. But once they stop eating from that person like this, then will become the enemy of that person. Imagine what in this man they talk. That's the first people they cry up and down. For boys, people they cry, no food, economy bad, everything hard for this country. Because they talk say, our president he do with Nicolam road, infrastructure. In fact, all the facilities we say our president Muhammadu Buhari, all the facilities we say he do. In fact, in the next 10 years, that thing no go spoil. He talk say in fact, all the water, all the electricity we say we they enjoy 247 lights. We say our country don't be like America. Now we think they've talked without to say our country don't gold. In fact, our economy he don't better. In fact, now what say people they buy 1 congo of rice at a rate of 200 naira. Now what's in the man they talk say 1 derica of rice, say them they buy for 200 naira, say Nigeria don't better. In fact, for this regime, fuel he don't low. People they buy fuel at high cost again for this country. I wait in Governor Dave they talk better say may God give us someone like the present government for 2023 we see one vote for again. So he don't pray his home prayer. He can't remain Nigerian now to pray their home prayer. So we go know who God go answer 23. Maybe now Governor Dave God go answer, or now we Nigerians God go answer. Because I know say now for him belly this man they talk about, and now in belly if talk say this man they PDP now, I know say he no go talk this kind of thing saying talk. I know how I did that on show for me pass. If this man they you know say the two problem parties we say we get for this country now PDP and APC. Those 2 people, they be the same people. They go turn Nigerians, they go turn us to Ludo, turn us to game, when they play us. Very soon now, this same man go deport, go decamp from PDP we say in day, APC we say in day, he go come PDP. He go the decamp up and down, he go the decamp up and down. Well, if you can't decamp, he go sit down talk against the present government we say in day there now. All these politicians, now only God will judge them. Only God. If the thing don't affect them, then they're okay. If the thing don't affect their children, then they're okay. No matter how masses they cry, reach down or not consign them. A whole governor see everything they talk. But I say insisting they cry 247. Now this thing, if we talk, they make God give us someone like we say everybody they cry, say God, we don't want this kind of thing again for this country. Hey. I beg, make I move on to another headline. This headline we say I want to talk about it. The thing funny to me, because for this country now, we don't know the position of Miyeti Allah again for this country. I don't know. As in these people, You know, and you can't reach one extent. I can't think say it's like the government don't give this Métis Allah, they don't give them one special post for this country. They don't give them one special power. We will say, in fact, the governors of this country, as in all the governors of each state, then they even fear Métis Allah. Governor, they fear Métis Allah. I no can remember when we did the voting of Métis Allah for this country. I no remember when we do am. Métis Allah come dey tell governors say, in fact, if you like bring up any law wey be say him come against open grazing, say we as Métis Allah wey be say we be the leader of this what they call am herdsmen wey be say we dey do real kind of cattle for this country, say they no go even obey it. That man even talk once, the secretary, he talk once, he say the law of anti-grazing, anti-open grazing, say na satanic law. He talk am say na satanic law. He call the federal government, say make federal government warn governors, say make them reverse those law. I never hear that thing again in my life. E be like say these people no know say Nigeria na federal state, no be private state, no be private country wey be say na one person dey rule am. In case you never watch the video of how the secretary of Métis Allah make say in the address, say in dey tell the federal government to warn those governors, and how they talk say na satanic law be that law. Abeg, may you watch am.
Banning of open grazing is a satanic agenda to destroy our means of livelihood by desperate politicians acting on faulty and self-serving security reports. It is Frederick Bessia in 1801, in his economic sophism, who said, when plunder becomes a way of life of a group of men living together in a society, they create for themselves in the course of time a legal system that authorizes it and a moral code that glorifies it. This is a clear case of the current rush to create negative laws against our cultural heritage. Anti-grazing laws and policies are attempts to ban open grazing are nothing but populist and corrupt-driven agenda designed by visionless, inept, and desperate politicians to destroy pastoralist means of livelihood. These dangerous and satanic laws must be nipped in the bud by the National Assembly to safeguard the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as it portends greater danger to the corporate existence of the country. These oppressive laws and hostile policies being enacted by state governors are fundamentally going against the Fulani pastoralist culture, economic interest, and constitutional rights. It is important to note that interstate movement of pastoralists is similar to interstate commerce, which is an exclusive preserve of the legislative powers of the National Assembly under item 62 of the exclusive legislative list. To this effect, any action taken by any state assembly that is in conflict with the above section of the 1999 Constitution as amended is null and void and of no effect and of no consequences to the pastoralists. These laws do not take into cognizance the sociology, economic of production, climate variation, and other push factors that are inherent in pastoralist movements across ecological zones. It is a common knowledge that Nigerian mode of agricultural practice is still primitive all over the country and are not consistent with global best practices. So why singling out the pastoralists who have been suffering from cumulative years of neglect?
You self imagine wetin dey talk. You can't be as if say the government don't give them one kind liver. They can't talk say those people, Métis Allah, they no see when the country dey chaos. We be say what they shout say those people wey be say then they kill na Fulani herdsmen, and those people wey be say then they rear cattle, na him they kill, they rape, they kidnap for this country. They no see that one talk, but the one wey come, I call the one I say this rearing of cattle na government job or na private work. Now you get your cattle yourself, now you get the money yourself. You can't also say you wan buy cow. Wetin can relate with government? Now I know that thing they only convince so much. This rearing of cattle na your personal business, no be government stuff. I don't know why the government self they talk say the government they give them billions of naira for cattle for ranching, what they call am. I don't know wetin concern government with cattle. I don't know. Ever since we don't enter this year or since last year now, we don't even enter the issue of this Fulani herdsmen cattle for this country. For this country, imagine that kind of thing. I don't know when the governors cannot make law on their own again for this country. Maybe upon the federal government say make those governors say make them reverse those laws for this country. Next Nigeria will be say we did. This Nigeria will be say we did. So I know that some things they always see this country. The more you think about the issue of this country, the more you will get headache. The more you will get headache. Seriously, I don't get headache. Now, the next headline which I want to talk about now about this issue of insecurity where they happen for Katsina State. Katsina. You know, say of recent now, bandits now, you don't turn that place to customer care after Kaduna State now Katsina now remain. It could be as if say the governor for Katsina State after he don't go do what do you call him? He don't go negotiate with the bandits before. You know, say one picture of him with bandits. That picture, he go viral that time. Maybe say he go do negotiation with bandits. Maybe say those people they talk say make them negotiate with bandits to maybe this issue of kidnapping and raping and killing go stop. Make them maybe say they don't say the more they will negotiate, they pay bills, the more those people they get more power. It can't be like say in eyes when they open small. He don't talk something, Governor Masari. He don't speak loud and clear. He talk say this issue of insecurity. He say some bandits, some people, some informants, they always carry for they always go to charging point to go and charge those bandits phone. So you know say those bandits they don't even come out for broad daylight to come and charge their phone. So they go send their informants to come charge their phone for them. So they use the phone so they call those those adopters. So they say they adopt. So you get that kind of thing. So now I come make Governor Masari talk say from now henceforth anywhere for some states where we say for some city for Katsina State I don't ban charging points center. So no more charging point center again for Katsina State. In fact, anybody where I see where they do business of charging points say for this state, say that person go see the wrath of the government. Me, I got the reason now. Say, okay, more we just agree say wetin the governors do. This new law say it makes sense. Say okay, charging point to until wetin he talk say some informants then they can't charge the phone of those bandits there so that now make a contact one thing. Now those people, those innocent citizens will be say then they use this charging stuff to eat. Wetin go beat their stuff now? How they go to feed their family? How? You don't talk say make them not be charging point again for that state now. How them go they chop? You know this now. How them go they chop? You talk say make no now. You know say the more you turn them to unemployed, the more those people also will be exposed to criminal to crime for the states. Or person may not get job. Wetin go they use to feed the family? The next thing we say he go do as go join those bandits at least to they feed himself and the family. Or we can't think calm. We just carry on go on that side. I beg this with this issue of stopping of charging stuff points will it solve the problem of insecurity for that state. So one time we say those bandits they're not gonna get generator when we say they're gonna use charge their phone or waiting. And thirdly, the governor, you talk say make there say you talk say you want stop this business of charging points for Katsina State. I beg, shey there is regular lights, 247 lights day for Katsina State. Or how will the citizen be charging their own phone to communicate with their family or to do business for that state? How? Light day 247 for that state. If light no day, the only means people they use to charge also because I don't say maybe everybody go get what they call them to get enough funds to buy generator. How they want they charge their phone? How? I know say for this country no solar phone where we say people go they place phone for under sun to charge. How they will do am? When you try reason am onto the next headline, and this same governor Masari, the governor still say in eyes dey clear. He can speak loud and clear. He talk say all these Fulani herdsmen wey be say dem, all these bandits wey be say dem dey terrorize in one state. He talk say he sabi dem. He talk am say he sabi dem one by one. In fact, he know dem. They come ask am who are those people. He come talk say those people dem be Fulani. Say dem be Fulanis and they are the one doing this evil job all this while. He come talk say in fact some of those Fulanis they don dey live with them, they don dey live for this country, some don dey live for over 100 years. So in fact some don become relative, some don become family, some don become blood to some people here for this country wey be say we no fit know say those people they be bandits again for this country. Governor Masari come talk say in fact some of those Fulani they speak in one language. They look how e be, as if they look the same way. They speak in one language and they do the same thing wey be say they do for that state. He come talk say in fact some of those Fulanis they sneak into the country. And that one I want talk. I don't know how Fulani wan take sneak in for country. How they take sneak in? Wetin happen to all our immigration officers? How they take enter the country? Masari talk say those Fulani they sneak in to the country. How did they enter the country? Look at it for that point. How did they enter for the now? You tell me say the immigration officers for north they know they work or what? I don't get that point. How did they enter? What is their mission for this country? We say when they who call them say may they enter, why they don't go to another country? Why we say na Nigeria? So people they talk say na gen say talk say they invite them to come and vote. They work like that. People talk say some people talk say they invite them to come and vote. They promise them heaven and earth. They promise them land. Now when the government no can fulfill the promise, that's when they come turn to bandits anyhow. But the thing we say, if the government they serious about this bandits issue, it no go take them 1 month before they solve everything. Now when we take a look from this man where they talk, all this why this Sheikh Gumi we saying they talk. You know say Sheikh Gumi they talk say make them issue all these Fulani herdsmen, all these bandits, make them give them amnesty. Just as the way maybe say Sayara Dua, the way he do the same way he do to all these what they call them Niger people. Imagine. So Sheikh Gumi no say all these bandits they no be Nigerians, they come from outside. Say talk say make them give them amnesty for this country. Imagine am. So which means say Masari he know those bandits. Sheikh Gumi he know those bandits. Even talk and loud say he they speak with the leaders and the DSS no do anything about it for this country. Yet people they die 247. They kidnap people 247. For Kaduna State again, they kidnap 18 people today. Wetin dey happen? And the government no see anything do. Wetin dey happen for this country? I no understand again. This country insecurity stuff. No understand again. Everywhere now don't become hot. Person no fit go out again for anytime we saying like person no fit sleep with him 2 eyes closed again for this country. Wetin dey happen for this country? Wetin dey happen for this country? Later on, one governor go dey talk say make God give us someone like this government for 2023. How God wan take answer that kind of prayer? How God wan take wey be say everybody for the country dey feel pain, people dey feel hurt. Still talk say make God give us this same government again for next election. Imagine that kind of prayer. Imagine. No problem. And the same country now every day. In case you never hear also, Governor Masari, like I talked earlier, say in eyes on the clear. He ain't talk say in fact, this anti-open grazing law himself, he go sign out. He go sign out, make all the herdsmen, all the if you don't say you get cow, you get cattle, you want the rare cattle for my state. You go buy land where we say you go to use them rear your cattle. So no cattle must move here and there again for my state again. I talk say in eyes don't they open, don't they know the cause of all the killing, all the raping where they happen for in state. My name na MC Top Secret. See you in my next edition. Thank you.